Hi everyone, and welcome to today's grounding yoga flow for Vata Dosha. Vata Dosha is one of the 3 doshas in Ayurveda, and Vata people are often running around a lot, they move a lot, and today we want to balance this movement with some groundedness. So in today's class we will move slowly, we will stay in poses for a longer time, and we will connect to the earth to really calm down this often anxious and energized Vata dosha. So before we get started, I want you to set an intention for today's class. This can be something like, I will slow down in life, or I let go of anxiety, or I feel grounded today. So pick an intention, then close your eyes and focus on this intention. My intention for today will be, I feel fully supported by Mother Earth. Repeat your intention in your head. Imagine your intention written down on a piece of paper in front of you and read it over and over in your head. I feel supported by Mother Earth. Take one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Then slowly open your eyes and bring your hands on your knees. So you can sit on your heels like I do, or you can sit in easy pose. And we will start to do our cat and cow stretches, but in a seated position. So with your inhale, you reach forward, reach the chest forward. Exhale, round your spine and let your head hang heavy. Inhale, come forward. Exhale and round. Move slowly and with intention. This class is not for rushing. And notice while you're doing this, how you are connected to your mat. Nothing can happen here. You're fully supported. Maybe close your eyes and link your movements to your breath. Then come back to center. And our next pose is an extended child's pose. So keep your toes together, spread your knees out wide, and then slowly walk your hands forward. You can stay up here, or if it feels good for you, you can bring your head down on the mat. The goal of today is to feel fully supported. So if you can't bring your butt down on your heels, you can use a block or a bolster under your sitting bones to move the mat up a little bit. The same is true for your head. So if you can't bring your head down, just use a block down here and bring your head down on the block. So find your extended child's pose. And relax into the pose. With each exhale, sink a little deeper. Then gently press your hands into your mat, lift your head up a little bit. And we come to thread the needle pose in this child's pose. So lift your right hand up, slide it under your torso over to the left side, palms facing up, and then slowly lower back down onto your shoulder. You should feel a really nice shoulder stretch here. And remember, the goal is to feel supported and grounded. So if you can't bring your head down, just use a pillow or a block. Then gently lift back up. Bring the right arm forward and slide the left arm over to the right side to come to the shoulder stretch on the other side. Move slowly and gently. Listen to your body here and only go as far as it feels good. Then slowly lift up again. Bring your hand forward. Lift your hips up and come to a table pose here. Find your table pose first. Ground your hands down into the mat. And then slowly step your right foot between your hands. Maybe walk your left knee back a little bit. Keep both of your hands grounded on the mat. And let your hips sink down. Enjoy this gentle opening of your hips. If it feels better for you, you can also bring both of your hands to the inside of your right foot for this lizard pose. Let your hips sink down with each exhale and feel how the mat is supporting you. Bring your attention to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Then slowly move your hips back and come to the heel of your right foot. And we come to a half split pose. So your right leg is extended, you are on your right heel. You sit back or you move your hips back a little bit here. And then make your spine long first and then relax down into the pose. And notice this really nice hamstring stretch here. Make sure to bring both of your palms down on the mat or on a block. Don't worry about having a straight spine. We focus more on being grounded down today. So make sure that both of your hands touch the mat. Then slowly walk back forward. Step back to table pose first. And then bring your left foot forward. And we do the same on the other side. Walk your knee back a little bit. Bring both of your hands to the inside of the left foot. And start to relax your hip down. Each exhale, let go a little more. Keep your gaze down on the mat or close your eyes here. Then slowly move your hips back. Bring your hands to each side of the left leg and find your half split here. So your hips stay in line with the rest of your body. Don't let your hips fall to one side. Keep them in line. Your left leg is extended in front of you. Make your spine long just for a moment and then round your spine. Let your head hang heavy. Bring both palms down on the mat. And slowly walk your hands back forward. Step back to table first. Then tuck your toes, lift your hips up high and come to downward facing dog. Take your time here. Bend one knee and then the other, but move slowly and with control. Press both of your palms down into the mat. Let your chest melt down. Reach your sitting bones up high and pull your belly button in. Then look between your hands and slowly walk your feet up step by step until you come to a forward bend. Let your head hang heavy here and keep your hands either on the mat. You can bend your knees here gently, that's totally fine, or grab opposite elbows. Then slowly, as slow as you can, start to roll up to standing. Your knees can be gently bent here. Roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Your head comes up last. Roll your shoulders back and find mountain pose. Make yourself long. Focus on your feet and notice how they are touching the ground. Maybe bring your hands on your hips and let's focus on this connection to the mat. Bring all of your weight over to the left side so that the right sides of your feet lift up. Great. Then bring all of your weight over to the right side and the left side lifts up. Then bring your weight to the back so that your toes lift up. And then bring your weight to the front that your heels lift up. Great. Let's do this one more time. Weight goes over to the left and to the right and to the back and to the front. Then find your center here. Feel fully grounded and gently bring your weight into your right leg. And slowly lift your left leg up and bring it to the inside of your right thigh. Or if this doesn't happen for you today, you can keep it down by your ankle or on your shin. Bring your hands to a prayer in front of your heart for tree pose. Today I want you to keep your gaze down on the mat or on the floor in front of you. And you will see that this really helps with balance. When we look down, it helps us to stay grounded. And you can use this in life. Whenever you feel there's a lot of anxiety going on, just look down or bring your hands down on the floor. Let's switch sides. Bring the right foot back down and slowly find your tree pose on the other side. So bring your right foot up on your left leg. Focus on your breath and keep your gaze down on the floor. Notice how you are still supported by Mother Earth here. Maybe look up for a moment and you see how a change of perspective has an impact on our whole body. Great. Then slowly bring your right foot back down and come down to a seated position on your mat. Extend your legs in front of you. Keep them apart a little bit, like hip width apart. Roll your shoulders back and then slowly come to a forward bend. So move your torso forward and don't touch your feet today. Today I want you to bring your hands down on the mat. Feel this connection to your mat. Make yourself long first to reach forward, sink belly to thigh, and then let your head hang heavy and relax into this pose. There's no strength or force involved. Just let your head hang heavy and come back to your breath. Come back to your intention. I'm fully supported by Mother Earth. Then slowly walk your comes back in. And we come to one of my favorite poses, which is cow face legs. For cow face legs, bend your right knee that points to the front and then bring your left knee on top of your right knee, that both of your knees are stacked on top of each other and point to the front. If this is not possible, bring something under your sitting bones. If you set up higher, it's way easier to get into this pose. And at the beginning, if your knees are not fully stacked on top of each other, that's also fine. Find your cow face legs first. Make your spine long and then gently, with no force, twist to the left side. So bring your left hand behind you and your right hand either on your knee or on the left side of your mat. We only stay here for a moment. Then slowly come back to center. Walk your hands forward, round your spine, and let your head hang heavy for a nice hip stretch here. Our hips hold a lot of emotions, and stretching and opening the hips can help to release these emotions, that we can deal with them and face them, which will help with anxiety and stress. Slowly come back up and switch sides. And this time the left knee comes down on the mat and the right knee comes right on top. You are on the outer edges of both of your feet. Sitting bones are grounded down on the mat or on a block. And then first we gently twist to the right side. No force involved here. There should be no weight in either of your hands. Your hands are only there to gently support the twist. Close your eyes here and focus on your breath. Slowly come back to center. Walk your hands forward and relax into this pose. Both hands are grounded down on the mat. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your jaw is relaxed. Relax your whole face. No tension in your tongue or between your eyebrows. Slowly come back up and lay down on your mat. Maybe grab a block or bolster and bring it next to you because we need it for our next pose. But first, bring your knees into your chest and feel this gentle pressure on your belly. Vata Dosha is often suffering from being bloated or being gassy. And this pose, and also the next one, work wonders when you feel bloated. There's not a lot to do here. Just keep on holding on your knees. Relax your neck and enjoy this gentle pressure on your stomach, on your intestines. Then gently let go of your knees. Bring your feet down and make sure that you can reach your heels with your fingertips. And then slowly and gently lift your hips up high and slide a block, a bolster, or whatever you have close by under your lower back and relax down on this block. Bring your arms next to you, palms facing up to this supported bridge pose. Again, there's not a lot that you have to do here. Just relax into this pose. And for me, this pose really works wonders if I feel a little bloated. Then slowly lift your hips up. Remove your prop. Extend your legs. You can keep your arms where they are or bring them onto your belly. If it's cold in your house, you can also grab a blanket here and cover yourself. As Vata Dosha, our focus should always be to stay warm. Then let's take one more deep breath into the belly. And exhale. Shavasana. Then slowly start to deepen your breath. Gently bring the movement back into your body. Stretch your arms over your head and roll to one side. Take one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. And then come up to a seated position on your mat. Cross your legs in front of you. Bring your hands to a prayer in front of your heart. Thanks for practicing with me today. Namaste.